Okay, so this is a fix for the Nvidia graphics cards in Warzone, right? So I came across this, a while back when I was struggling, having an issue, where it would start either stuttering or I would get frame drops like crazy, and it would just be like, I would still play it, but it would just be like horrible, it wasn't even fun. So I came across this in my desktop first, which, that's when I first did it, but now I got a laptop that I bought a few days ago, and I tried Warzone on it and it like did the same thing. You know what I mean? So I had to come across this again and do it all over again. So since I haven't seen a video with this detailed fix, then I thought to do it for whoever's having problems with the game still, and I'll bet you this is gonna help you a lot. So first, what you want to do, what you want to do is download your latest driver update, right? Your graphics card driver for whatever your graphics card is. The Nvidia driver, download it. That's the first thing you want to do. Have that in your computer. That way you don't have to worry about that, because I'm gonna let you know why in a second, okay? And then what you want to do next is download this driver display, or display driver uninstaller. Make sure you download this, install it. It'll make this folder right here, and then you run it. It's gonna tell you, it's gonna close the programs like MSI Afterburner and stuff, but it's gonna tell you to run it in safe mode. Okay, and what this does is completely uninstalls your graphics card driver, the Nvidia driver, completely gets it off your computer. That way you can install the new one from zero, and there's no files that are left behind. If you need help with this, just let me know, and I can walk you through it, and I can even help you with the how to do it in safe mode and all that. If you know what you're doing, then go ahead. If not, you can even just look up how to do this. Just let me know. Okay? So after you do that, actually before you do that, make sure that you completely either, if you have a desktop, take your Ethernet cable off, just unplug it, or just unplug your internet completely, right? Because what Windows does is when you uninstall your drivers, like you're gonna do with this, when you start up, Windows automatically just installs your drivers. Whatever driver they have, on deck or whatever, they install it automatically. And this happened to me with this laptop twice before. Um, I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna turn off the internet. That way it doesn't do it. So once I did that, they didn't do it. So make sure you completely either turn like disconnect, and make sure you don't let it automatically connect, or unplug it. That way it doesn't do it at all, right? It's only gonna be for that time being that you're gonna install the drivers. So after you do this display driver installer, it's gonna restart. You wanna do the clean install and restart. After that, you're gonna have to come over here to your driver and install it, right? So you run it. It's gonna install the files for these. If you've done this before, then you know what to do, obviously. But I would recommend it to do it this way, just so you can get the clean installation for your drivers. So once you do it, you can do the GeForce or whatever. Make sure you go to custom right here, advanced. Make sure you click that and then you go next. What this is gonna give you the option is for perform a clean installation. You wanna mark that right here. You wanna check it, okay? You wanna perform a clean installation and then leave everything else on. And then next and then you install it, right? Once you installed it, you wanna restart your computer, okay? Restart it. Obviously connect back to the internet. At that point is the Windows is not gonna do it if you haven't installed. Connect back to the internet. Okay, one thing you want to do too is go on here, go on your main disk drive, program data, and then make sure you go to Blizzard, Entertainment, and then Battle.net, and just delete the cache folder right here. Delete this. Um, Make sure before you open your game, delete this, and then just when you open Battle.net again, it's gonna create a new one. And then what you want to do next is open the control panel in Nvidia. You can just do that what I did, or you can uh, type Nvidia right here, it'll come up, right? And then first you want to set up your settings for whatever settings you use right on here, because everything's gonna be set to default, everything you had before. So make sure you do all this however you want. This is my settings right here. This is what worked best for me. For the few years that I've been fucking around with this. So if you wanna copy that, that's fine. But the one thing for Warzone is gonna be this. So you go to program settings. Okay, so what you wanna do is make sure you select Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 in this case for this. If it's not on here, or on here, make sure you browse and you go to where the game is installed, and then select Modern Warfare, right? And then you select it and you add selected program. Once you do this, make sure you go to shader cache right here and you turn it off. This is on by default for every game, and I would only recommend this to do for Warzone, not any other game. Just do it for Warzone. And this is the issue right here. This is what's causing a lot of the issues that people are having on the Nvidia graphics cards, to be specifically precise, because I'm telling you, I looked around everywhere. I tried a bunch of stuff and nothing worked. And this is the one thing that fixed everything. I mean, everything. A lot of other stuff that I tried fixed a few things, okay? Fixed a few things, but this is mainly what it was for me. So make sure you turn that off, right? And then you apply. Okay, so once you do that, you open your game and then try it, okay? That's the last thing you would do. Open your game, try it. Run it for like 30 minutes to an hour. If you want, run it more as a benchmark, whatever. Make sure if you have MSI Afterburner, make sure you use that. Um, if you don't, I would recommend definitely install MSI Afterburner because it has it's a good software to use for everything, for overclocking. But the best thing I think is the monitoring right here. So you can see your usage, you can see your frame rate, you can see basically everything, right? So I would say run benchmarks with that. Make sure the game is running great. But I'm gonna bet you right now that that simple thing right there is gonna fix Warzone for you if you have a graphics card with Nvidia, and if your shader cache is not off on the control panel. Just make sure you do that, and then try the game, and then let me know what happened, if it helped or not. But I bet you most likely you're not gonna have issues, or at least if it is related to that, because you could have other issues with your computer itself. But Let me know what happens. Let me know if it helped or not.